Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to my channel. So here is my PortaPack. I just want to show you my setup. So this is my PortaPack, and we're going to look at a couple of applications that is there in the transmit folder of my PortaPack. So if you were to go in, and we're going to look at on-off keying, which is very famous for garage door openers and gate openers and things like that, and remote controls and things like that. So one of the very important modulation technique that we generally use, which is known as on-off keying. So we're going to try to transmit these signals, and we're going to try to receive them as well. We're going to also look at another application which is known as on-off keying brute force and on-off keying editor, and we're going to use our Mayhem PortaPack to transmit this signal. So I am using my, if you were to look at it, so this is my Wilkinson Power Divider that actually divides the signal, split the power into two. So you can connect two different antennas. You can convert a single antenna into a multi-port antennas or into an antenna array. So actually this Wilkinson Power Divider, I made a video on it already, so I'll just leave a link to it. So whatever the signal that is being transmitted is going to split the power in half. It's going to transmit from both of these antennas. That's the idea behind it. And you can also use this as a combiner as well. So if your PortaPack is in the receiving mode, you can also use this. So you receive this, and we'll combine this power, and will also you will also reflect that using your Mayhem PortaPack. So we're going to use this to transmit signal, or we're going to generate a signal, on-off keying signal. What are some of the signals which are available to us? We're going to transmit this signal, and we're also going to receive this signal using HackRF, which is also this, and I am also running GQRX, which is running on my laptop. So the application which is on-off keying, which is a very famous application for any garage door openers, and you have remote controls and things like that. So if you were to open this app up, you have two different apps. So you have two different configurations. One, you can configure the code you want. So you have different type of encoder chips. Based on that chip, you will see different encoder chips. You can also go to the wiki page. You will find more about them. So there are, I think, 14 or 15 different type of encoder chips. Based on that, they have a symbol rate, they have a clock rate, they have a frame rate, how many times you want to repeat the signal, and what is the basic format of that signal. Generally, these garage door openers and gate openers typically operate at 433 megahertz, but I'm going to try to transmit this signal at 710 megahertz. So I have changed this frequency to 710 megahertz. One of the other things, so this is what these 14 different chips are, and under this you will find the basic code that is also there. You can also use this to transmit that signal, and you can repeat the signal as many times as you want by simply moving this. You can, okay, based on this encoder chip, this is the clock speed, this is the frame, but you can change this if you want. So I'm going to leave it as default. And I'm going to try to transmit this signal. We're going to try to observe this using this HackRF. We're going to try to receive this using HackRF, and we're going to visualize this at 710 megahertz onto our GQRX spectrum analyzer. So let me do that. Let me just simply, if I were to hit start here, and you can observe the spectrum if you want. All right. So this is the spectrum. This signal was repeated about 22 times, and this is the spectrum that you're seeing. I can change this to, let's say, maximum 67. You can go up to 99, by the way, and you can see this on my spectrum as well. So this is basically on-off keying. Generally, you transmit the signal at 433 megahertz, but I'm just doing it at 710 megahertz just to be. This is where there was no transmission which is taking place, so I just want to be careful when I'm transmitting signal on the spectrum. Even though in the lab environment the power is quite low, you can get away with this. So this is on-off keying transmit. Now you can go to on-off keying brute force. Now there are also different type of encoders which are there. It will just keep transmitting the signal again and again. It will transmit all based on this encoder. You can go to the wiki page. So you have CAM24, Nice 12, Paul Tech, Princeton 24, cam 12, nice. So these are different encoders. It will just perform a brute force attack at that frequency. So we're going to do that. I'm going to change this frequency to 710 megahertz, and we can select one of these encoders, and we're going to hit a start. And the brute force mean is just going to keep transmitting all the codes which are associated to that encoder type, and it's going to keep transmitting that again and again. You can change the position as well. You can change the stop position of that as well. I'm just going to leave it at default, and you can see that on the spectrum as well. You can see the behavior of that spectrum right here. So this is actually known as on-off keying brute force. On-off keying generally mean amplitude shift keying, where you have a signal present, the other signal is not present, or the signal strength is low. Your amplitude is changing with respect to your digital data. That's the idea behind it. So that's the idea behind this. So let me just stop this. Now, if you go under more of this, under this on-off keying editor. Now, for example, if you want to generate your own signal, all right, you want to generate your own on-off keying signal, you can also do that using this particular editor. You can also save this, you can change this. You have a support for different type of sample rate. You can go up to, I believe, 20 mega samples, because the HackRF allows you to have 20 mega samples. You can choose a symbol rate, you can be the repeat type, you can use a pause, whatever you want. You can set this using this. You can also change this frequency as well. So let's say 710 megahertz. You can do that. You can set whatever, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So that's the waveform. You want to do the repeat. Let's do it like 99 times, and you can send the signal as well. So you can clearly see this. This is being transmitted right here on the spectrum. So on-off keying allowed you to actually make your own signal. You can define your payload. You can define whatever you want, and you can see that as being transmitting this particular waveform to generate the waveform as well. You can also change the sample rate. You can do whatever you want with this, and you can, if you decided to save this waveform, you can also do that by saving this particular waveform as well. So that's the idea behind this. You can use on-off keying, which is a very famous technique that is still being used by garage door openers, gate openers, anything, remote controls, and things like that, to actually generate this type of a signal. You don't need to use a divider, just like I'm using it here. I just wanted to show you the that you can use Wilkinson Power Divider. You can just simply use a single antenna to do that. But this is a cool device where you want to make a quick antenna array using a Wilkinson Power Divider. You can do that. It can act as a power divider. It can also use as a combiner as well. So a combiner, when you're using it as a receiver, and a a, a, a power splitter when you are sending it, making it an antenna array. So I hope you find this video to be helpful. If you guys have any questions, just leave it in the comment section. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching.